We received your message and we understand. We beg you now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her. This is the only way we will have peace. This is very valuable to us, and we will pay.
Something about this story feels wrong from the very first second you hear it. An 84-year-old grandmother vanishes overnight. No warning, no struggle heard, no goodbye. Her car is still parked outside. Her phone is still inside the house. Her keys haven't moved. And yet she's simply gone. Then investigators find blood on the front porch, and security footage shows a masked stranger creeping around her home in the middle of the night. Suddenly, this isn't just a missing person case anymore. It feels like something darker, something planned. And when people realize the woman who disappeared is the mother of Savannah Guthrie, one of the most recognizable faces on national television, the quiet mystery explodes into a nationwide obsession. Because now everyone is asking the same question: who would take her and why? The night everything changed started out completely normal. Nancy Guthrie had spent the evening at home the way she usually did. No unusual calls, no strange visitors, no last-minute errands. Friends say she liked her routines, same schedule, same habits, the kind of person who always shows up when she says she will. Nothing about that night hinted that anything was about to go wrong. But the next morning, something small set off alarm bells. She missed a regular virtual church gathering she almost never skipped. At first, people brushed it off. Maybe she overslept. Maybe her phone died. But when calls kept going straight to voicemail and messages went unanswered, the worry started to grow. Hours passed, still nothing. And that's when the feeling in everyone's stomach changed from mild concern to real fear. Because this wasn't like her at all. Someone finally went to check on the house. From the street, everything looked calm. The windows were shut, the curtains were still, no broken glass, no obvious signs of trouble. It looked like any other quiet suburban home. But once deputies stepped closer to the front door, the illusion shattered. There were dark stains on the porch. Not dirt, not spilled paint, blood. Tests later confirmed it belonged to Nancy, and just like that, the entire situation changed. This wasn't a woman who wandered off. This wasn't someone lost on a walk. This was potentially a crime scene, and the realization sent a chill through everyone involved.
On behalf of our family, we want to thank all of you for the prayers for our beloved mom, Nancy. We feel them, and we continue to believe that she feels them too. Our mom is a kind, faithful, loyal, fiercely loving woman of goodness and light. She's funny, spunky, and clever. She has grandchildren that adore her and crowd around her and cover her with kisses. She loves fun and adventure. She is a devoted friend. She is full of kindness and knowledge. Talk to her and you'll see.
The light is missing from our lives. Nancy is our mother. We are her children. She is our beacon. She holds fast to joy in all of life's circumstances. She chooses joy day after day. Despite having already passed through great trials of pain and grief, we are always going to be merely human, just normal human people who need our mom. Mama, if you're listening, we need you to come home. We miss you.
Our mom is our heart and our home. She is 84 years old. Her health, her heart is fragile. She lives in constant pain. She is without any medicine. She needs it to survive. She needs it not to suffer. We too have heard the reports about a ransom letter in the media. As a family, we are doing everything that we can. We are ready to talk. However, we live in a world where voices and images are easily manipulated. We need to know, without a doubt, that she is alive and that you have her. We want to hear from you, and we are ready to listen. Please reach out to us. Mommy, if you are hearing this, you are a strong woman. You are God's precious daughter, Nancy. We believe and know that even in this valley, He is with you. Everyone is looking for you, Mommy, everywhere. We will not rest. Your children will not rest until we are together again. We speak to you every moment, and we pray without ceasing, and we rejoice in advance for the day that we hold you in our arms again. We love you, Mom.
Love you, Mom.
We love you, Mom. Stay strong.
We love you, Mom. We love you.
Inside the house, things got even stranger. If Nancy had chosen to leave on her own, she would have taken something with her: her purse, her medication, her phone, her car keys. But everything was still exactly where it should be. The car hadn't moved. Her belongings were untouched. For someone her age, especially someone who needed daily medication, leaving without those essentials made absolutely no sense. Investigators quickly reached one disturbing conclusion: she probably didn't leave willingly. And if she didn't leave willingly, that meant someone else had been there. Someone who took her. That thought alone would be terrifying enough, but then came the detail that really unsettled investigators: the security footage. Late that night, Nancy's doorbell camera captured movement outside her home. A figure dressed in dark clothing, face covered, moving slowly and deliberately, almost like they knew exactly where the cameras were positioned. The person approached the door, reached up, and appeared to tamper with the device itself, as if trying to disable it. Random visitors don't do that. Delivery drivers don't do that. Only someone who doesn't want to be seen does that. Authorities later released still images to the public, hoping someone might recognize the person. But with the mask and dark clothing, the figure looked more like a shadow than a person. Police were careful with their language. They didn't say this individual was responsible, only that they might be connected. Still, the footage was enough to make everyone uneasy, because it suggested planning, intent, possibly even stalking. And just when the case couldn't feel more unsettling, reports began circulating about ransom messages. According to sources, the family started receiving communications demanding money in cryptocurrency, the kind that's nearly impossible to trace. Immediately, people assumed the worst: kidnapping, extortion. But investigators had to be cautious. High-profile cases often attract scammers who prey on fear. So while the messages were deeply disturbing, nothing was confirmed. No proof of life, no clear instructions, just vague demands and passing deadlines. And sometimes that uncertainty is worse than anything else, because at least with a clear ransom, you know someone is out there. Silence leaves you guessing, and guessing leaves you helpless. Through all of this, Savannah Guthrie stepped away from the spotlight. Viewers were used to seeing her calm and composed on television every morning, smiling through headlines and breaking news. But now she wasn't a host, she wasn't a journalist, she was just a daughter. And you could hear it in her voice: the fear, the exhaustion, the desperation. She shared that her mother needed daily medication, that every single hour mattered. She asked the public for help, for tips, for anything. It was raw and deeply human. Suddenly, this wasn't just another headline people scrolled past. This was a family in pain, and millions of viewers felt connected to that pain.
Hi there, everybody. I wanted to come on and just share a few thoughts as we enter into another week of this nightmare. I just want to say, first of all, thank you so much for all of the prayers and the love that we have felt, my sister and brother and I, and that our mom has felt. Because we believe that somehow, some way, she is feeling these prayers and that God is lifting her even in this moment and in this darkest place. We believe our mom is still out there. We need your help. Law enforcement is working tirelessly around the clock trying to bring her home, trying to find her. She was taken and we don't know where. And we need your help. So I'm coming on just to ask you, not just for your prayers, but no matter where you are, even if you're far from Tucson, if you see anything, if you hear anything, if there's anything at all that seems strange to you, that you report to law enforcement. We are at an hour of desperation, and we need your help.
Behind the scenes, law enforcement escalated the search fast. The FBI joined local authorities. Helicopters scanned the area from above. Ground teams combed through desert trails and neighborhoods. Officers went door to door asking if anyone noticed anything strange. A parked car out of place, a noise in the night, a shadow where there shouldn't be one. At one point, a person of interest was detained for questioning, and for a brief moment, people thought maybe this was the breakthrough everyone had been waiting for. But then they were released. No charges, no answers. It felt like every lead slipped away just as quickly as it appeared. Days turned into weeks. The silence grew heavier. A reward was offered for information, thousands of dollars for any tip that could lead to Nancy's safe return. But still, nothing solid surfaced. No confirmed sightings, no arrests, just an empty space where answers should be. And whenever that happens, speculation rushes in to fill the gap. Online theories started spreading fast. Some people believed this was targeted, that being connected to a public figure made Nancy vulnerable. Others think it could have been random, a crime of opportunity. Then there's the camera tampering, which feels too deliberate to be random. Some reports point to the ransom messages as evidence of kidnapping, but again, none of it is verified. It's all pieces that don't quite fit together. Every clue creates more questions. And maybe that's what makes this case so haunting. It's not just what we know, it's what we don't know. The ordinary details inside her home tell a quiet, heartbreaking story. Glasses still on the table, a chair slightly pulled out. Everyday life frozen mid-moment, like someone pressed pause and never came back. Those small things hit harder than any dramatic headline, because they remind you she didn't plan to go anywhere. Whatever happened, happened fast, without warning. One moment she was safe inside her home, and the next she was gone.
You can't help but imagine those last moments. Did she hear something outside? Did someone knock at the door? Did she open it thinking it was a neighbor or delivery? Or was it someone she recognized and trusted? Those questions echo louder the longer the case remains unsolved. And with each passing day, the uncertainty grows heavier for the family waiting for answers. Right now, the investigation is still active. Authorities continue chasing leads, the family continues hoping, and the public keeps watching because everyone wants closure. Everyone wants Nancy home safe. But until that happens, the story hangs in that uncomfortable space between fact and fear. An elderly woman disappears, blood left behind, a masked figure caught on camera, mysterious messages demanding money, a daughter pleading for help on national television. It sounds like something out of a movie, except it's real, painfully real. And maybe that's why this case sticks with people, because it reminds you how quickly normal life can flip upside down. One quiet night, one missed call, one unanswered doorbell, and everything changes. Somewhere out there, a family is still waiting for the phone to ring, still hoping for good news, still leaving a light on just in case she walks back through that front door. Until the truth comes out, the questions remain. What really happened that night? Who was the person on that camera? And where is Nancy Guthrie? Those are answers everyone is still searching for. And until they're found, this story isn't over, not even close.